Now.
Say it.
Ladies' Week.
I'm surfing the crimson wave.
The painters are in, or Mother Nature has arrived.
It's that time of the month.
Aunt Flo's in town.
My relatives have come.
Reds. It's just easier.
The decorators are in.
My name's Fayon Cottrell. This is Sanya Masood, and you are one half of an incredible project called A Bloody Good Cause. Now, for a lot of women out there, when they have their periods, it's a case of going possibly to a drawer where they keep all their sanitary products, tampons, sanitary towels, whatever it is that they use, not always having to worry whether they should have something to eat or buy sanitary towels.
Yeah.
And that is something I personally don't have to worry about, but a lot of women out there do.
Yeah.
So you've now set up a project called A Bloody Good Cause, and it is helping out homeless and women who are refugees. So can you just tell us the roots of it? Where did it all start?
Yeah, so there was a project called the Homeless Period, and they had a petition circulating the internet in sort of mid-2015, which basically wanted to kind of raise awareness about the fact that the government provided razors and condoms for men, but they didn't provide any funding for sanitary products for homeless women. So
and that's interesting because it's your choice to shave or have sex, but to have a period, there is no choice.
No, I think that's part of a much wider issue, of course, with things like tampon tax still being in play and people considering periods a luxury in that sense. So I think, you know, that's part of a bigger cultural mindset that needs to change. But for the time being, we're just trying to focus on getting these women sanitary products while they're not being provided for.
So you had a period, excuse the pun, of where you didn't work. You just graduated, you'd done your studies as a solicitor, but then you didn't have any work. So in that 4 months, that's where you set up A Bloody Good Cause.
Yeah, so I just finished my training contract, and unlike some other people, I didn't walk into a role at that time, which felt very unfortunate, but now looking back, it was a really good thing because I was able to use that 4 months of my life to really dedicate to something I was passionate about and something maybe I wouldn't have had the time to do otherwise. So yeah, we started off by creating our social media, getting the name out there, getting our friends to spread the message, and luckily things spread very quickly, and now here we are.
So we're now on campaign 5, which started on the 23rd of the month, is that right?
So it started at the end of October. I forget now, it feels like it's been going on much longer.
Like a period.
Yeah. So normally we run 4 to 6 week campaigns because we find that's the best to kind of do short targeted campaigns. But because we're working with 2 charities this time, 2 quite big projects, we thought we'd do an 8-week project to make sure we get the most out of it.
And you're doing it at a period around Christmas and New Year, aren't you?
Yeah, because we figured that people would be very giving around Christmas, and hopefully, you know, it would get us as many donations as possible.
So who are you working with currently? Who are these organisations?
Yeah, so the first project is not actually a charity. It's something called the Beauty Therapy Project, and they're running an event where they're gathering together a group of homeless women, and they will be pampered, treated for the day. They'll have access to showers, haircuts, all of that good stuff, and given a big lunch, and you know, sent away with packs of sanitary towels and things like that. They'll also be given, you know, access to kind of information about how they can maybe improve their situation, access to kind of, you know, projects that can help them. So it's more than just, you know, working on their physical appearance, although of course it's nice to be treated even if you are homeless. it's also about, you know, a long-term benefit as well.
And the other organisation?
The other organisation is CARE, that's Community Action for Refugees in England, and they are a fairly new project. So they were formed out of the refugee crisis, and they meet people who are being brought into North London from the Calais jungle,
Right.
or from other places, because the Calais jungle is now pretty much empty, and they are given sort of a welcome. It's their first meeting with anyone, so they are given packs of clothes, toiletries and all of that stuff, and they take them to the doctors. They do that kind of thing for them before they're moved on to other locations. So it's really a first port of call for them.
Brilliant.
Which is really important.
So everybody who's watching now, I'm sure, really wants to get involved.
Yeah.
What is the best and fastest way?
So the best way is probably to head to our Facebook page, and that you can, if you look up A Bloody Good Cause on Facebook, you'll find us. Through that you'll find lots of ways to donate, but probably the best way is through our Amazon wish list, because no matter where you are in the country, you can just click a button, it's delivered directly to me. There's usually no postage costs.
Can I just say, I did it myself. It was really easy. I picked
Yeah.
which sanitary product I wanted to send. It had your details,
Yeah.
paid for it, gone, it's done, and there wasn't a postage.
Yeah, and another thing I should mention is that with the refugees, we did go and visit them for a day and kind of hand out donations ourselves, meet a few of the people. And one of the things we noticed was that not only do they need sanitary products, but a lot of them will have small babies. So we are also collecting donations of nappies
Right.
and winter clothes. So while those are kind of two more minor elements of what we're doing, it is a part of it. So
It makes a massive difference to them.
well, we noticed when we got there that some of them have thin clothes. They've come from hot countries. It's obviously getting towards the peak of winter for us. So it's really important for them to stay healthy, stay warm, and for their children to be looked after as well.
Absolutely right. It's such a great opportunity that came around for you, not
Yeah.
working in those 4 months, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd have done it. Getting to know you, I can see your passion. Unfortunately, I've not met Sophie yet, but the two of you I know are very passionate about this. Once campaign 5 is done, what's next?
Well, I'm sure there'll be a campaign 6. We like to give it a couple of months to kind of wind down, for everyone to kind of recoup their generosity and then donate again. So, hopefully probably around Easter next year, March, April, we'll be looking to work with someone else. So if anyone knows anyone who could use our help, then do get in touch, because that's the best way for us to know where's best to work with.
Fantastic. So this is a really great cause, isn't it? And I should really ask you, who came up with the name of Bloody Good Cause?
Oh, that would be Sophie. She's very good with words and very creative. She's great at making up quiz team names if anyone needs one. So obviously it's not the most serious name, but we're not the most serious people, and we didn't realise that it was gonna get to this level. But yeah, it's a good name, it reflects us. So
Absolutely right. Come on, we've got to lighten up about this. But seriously, this is a absolutely bloody good cause. So do get involved. All the hashtags, all the social media is attached to this video. It's not going to be the last you'll hear from me on this point, because I just think it's great and I want to be involved. So do support, do make a difference. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks.
And what's your name again?
Flo.